Good day, everybody. This is the Middle Management Gamer, and welcome to another episode of Randomly Ranting Whilst Retro Gaming. Today's episode is Landstalker, the Treasure of King Noel. And what's your treasure? So here's one of mine. This is Hermes. He's hanging out with us today while we record this here video. But I was having a conversation with a gentleman in one of the group chats I'm involved in, Fellowship of the Line Cook. And he was asking about the salaries of GMs, if there were any GMs in the group. And being a GM, we struck up a conversation. He was talking about leaving the job he was currently at, which was paying more, and going to work at another job that paid less, but he would be happier, and his wife worked there, and they could work together and see each other more often. And it got to me thinking about what's important and what makes you happy. And interestingly enough, recently I came across this game at one of my favorite retro gaming shops. A big shout out to Link to the Past. That's the retro shop that I shop at. I'll put their Facebook link in the video comment descriptions. But a shout out to him. The proprietor there is always very helpful. I've had this particular game, Landstalker, on my wish list at numerous retro shops that I've gone to over the years. And it's available on eBay. You can purchase it there, but you never know if you want to get a real version or a... people are making copies of games now and packaging them so they look like originals. I had this game when I was younger. I should say my brother had it. I was using my cousin's Sega and my brother's Landstalker. And this is probably one of my favorite Zelda clones. Although, to be honest with you, it plays more like Chrysalis on the original Nintendo or maybe Battle of Olympus. But it's got kind of a Zelda feel. Your character's like an elf, blonde hair, sword. But you're a treasure hunter. And this game also kind of reminds me of Uncharted, because you start off like at the beginning, you're in like a flashback where you're trying to get a treasure, and then you get right to where the treasure is, and then you have to backtrack all the way to the beginning and make your way through the game to get back to it. This game's also interesting compared to your regular Zelda, as there's a jump in this one. So this one has aspects of platforming. The intro's kind of long, but once you get past it, the game gets started. It's a fun game. But you could see in the intro where Nigel was running away from the giant Indiana Jones-esque ball that he was jumping and platforming and moving from different moving platforms and vines. And if you fall, you have to backtrack quite a bit. It also kind of reminds me of the Kingdom Hearts games, or that Disney-esque feel, because everyone has ginormous shoes. Bye, Hermes. You going away? Okay. You want to sit over there? All right. My co-host, Hermes, today. And we're having our Snickers coffee out of our Linus and Snoopy cup. So anyway, I was trying to discuss with this guy, just go ahead and take the plunge. If he's miserable at the job, basically, large amounts of miserable money is not worth as much as small amounts of happy money. As long as you're, getting what you're worth as a person, and that varies, and you have enough to get by, it's better to be happy than being miserable, because if you have all this money and you don't have any time to spend it, what's the point? But again, the conversation got me thinking about treasure hunting. And a lot of people say, material things aren't important, and, it's your loved ones that are important, and that's true. There's nothing in this world that I care more about than my wife and my family. It's pretty much wife and family, and then my treasures. My career is important too. I'll keep up just about anything to make sure that I'm successful as far as that goes, because that allows me to support my family. So that's important. But what makes you happy? What allows you to make it through each day? And I talk about self-care a lot, and making sure you have some sort of way to de-stress. But this right here, this game made me think of treasures, and I'm kind of like a treasure hunter for video games and vinyl records. I also collect vinyl records and Stephen King books. So those are the items that like I use. Those are my treasures that allow me to get through each day to day. So you got to figure out what it is that the little blue boxes kind of remind me of Final Fantasy II, the text boxes. Apparently, woe and death awaits me up ahead. Treasure chest. I don't know what livestock. Oh, my life went up a little bit. Okay, so those are like heart containers. It's been a really long time since I played this game. It's isometric, so getting the controls down is important for like the jumping and platforming part of it. So what material things make you happy? So like I said, there's people who are out there to tell you that, oh no, just family, that's all I need, family. But everybody has some sort of material thing, some sort of thing they treasure. Maybe it's your pond in your backyard that you get to sit by and fish. Or maybe it's your garden, or Mismanagement Gamer. She collects ornaments for her garden, the lawn, lights. She's actually in a bit of a competition with our neighbor across the street, and those are the things that make her happy. Like she can go outside and walk around the lawn, and at night when they're lit up, and enjoy that because something's got to maybe it's a book, maybe it's a TV show, maybe it's a fishing pole. What is it that makes you happy? And you got to latch onto that. I mean, don't get so involved in your Wicked. That's a fun game. Yeah. So I've been hunting this game for a very long time, like I said, looking for different shops so I could. Ooh, I just set off a booby trap. And this is the point where the game takes you to the beginning of the game, and there's nothing you can do about it. Ultimately, you fight your way all the way back to this point again in the game, obviously with better equipment that allows you to get through, but fun game. I suggest playing it. I might do a 5 reasons to play this game video, because like I said, I've been searching a long time for this, hunting for it. I could have just purchased it on eBay, but I like the thrill of the hunt. Like every so often I get in my head, I want to play this game, or I want to play this game, and I spend a long time looking for it. And now one of the Berenstein Bears just found me, and oh my gosh, I'm a man. That's definitely one of the Berenstein Bears, or Berenstein Bears, or Berenstain Bears. Are we living in a Mandela universe? I don't know. And my fairy, my girl Friday up there. So, long story short, where I'm coming from is make sure you make career choices that allow you time to pursue the things that make you happy, or allow you time to spend time with your loved ones, so that you can be happy. There's no point living your entire life being miserable. Right, Hermes? He says he's just waiting for dinner time. So, hopefully, we will have a sequel to this video where I can actually give you a little bit of gameplay time on this, show you some of it if you've never played it, give you some 5 reasons why you should, because this game is awesome. And I'm super happy with it now. And I hope you enjoyed the video today. And like I said, give a look up to a link to the past. The link to the past, my favorite retro shop. Spent a lot of time there. Like I said, the purveyor of the shop always makes sure that the products work before he sells them. Good prices. I message him. He'll quote me a price, and then sometimes I'll get to the shop and find out he was actually charging more, but then he'll give me the quoted price, which is always cool. Good conversationalist too. We talk about video games and the things he's playing, and then the people who come to the shop are always friendly, and we always have really good time talking about it. So if you're into retro games, he's got a lot of anime and stuff like that too, and horror movies, Criterion collections, board games. If you want an old Atari, there's one there. Anyway, big shout out to them. Really helped me in my treasure hunt for this game, and hopefully you can find the things that make you happy, so that you and your loved ones can not tear each other's throat out and have a good time. And when you get vacations, you have something to do, and you can relax. And anyway, take care of yourself and your loved ones, and give this game a try. Landstalker, the Treasure Kingdom. Have a good day, folks.